everyone. This is Word Pause and Practice. I'm sorry, Word Chapter 2, Pause and Practice 2. All right, so what I have on my screen is the ending file from Word 2, First Pause and Practice. So I am picking up on page W2-85, and we're going to make sure a couple things. And so I want you to go to File, and over here in the Properties, we want to make sure that the title is Rochelle's name. So Rochelle Wilkinson is in the title. Okay, and I don't believe we need to do any other properties at this point. So we went up to File, over here in the Properties, in the title we put Rochelle's name. But we can go back to our document. This is her resume, and we want to be at the beginning of this first page. So one of the easy ways to do that is to hit the Control Home, H-O-M-E key, and I like to use the one that's separated from the numeric keypad if you have one of those on your keyboard. Control Home will always take you to the top of the document. Alright, so at this point then I want to put in a header. So headers are things that would occur at the top of every page. Footers would be things that occur at the bottom of every page. It's often things like page numbers, dates of the report, a running title, a running head of like the author's name, those type of things. So we're going to put, we're going to use the title that we just put in, where we put her name in, to automatically put it into the header here. So what I need to do is to insert a header. So I'm going to go to the Insert tab on the ribbon, and then if I look across, there's a header and footer group. I'm going to select header, and then from there I'm going to go all the way down to where it says Edit Header. So these headers are just different formats that are already kind of predefined, but I want to do my own thing. So I'm going to go in here to Edit Header. So if you don't want to use one of the predefined ones, always head to Edit Header. Okay, so at this point then, we're going to go into this header mode, right? So we're in this. We have a close, so we can always hit, ouch, we can always hit Close Header, right? Or, let me get back there. If you just double click out in the body of the document, that will take you to the document. If you double click back in the header, that's a quick way to get back and forth between the header and the document. Double click, right? Okay, so we want to, in this Header and Footer Tools Design tab, over here on the left, we're going to do the document info, and then we're going to find document title. Okay, so you can see that Rochelle's name is going to be there. So one of the things that you want to make sure, do you see how my insertion point is still inside the box? You want to use your right arrow key and just kind of move to the right of that. See how now it's not, the box is not showing, so you want to do that. Alright, so with this still open, we're going to move out of that, and then we're going to hit Tab 2 times. So if we look at our ruler bar, there's a Center tab and a Right Align tab. So I'm going to hit Tab, it's going to move to that first one. Tab again, it's going to move over here. And this is where I'm going to put in my page numbers. So I'm going to say page space, because we want to put the running page number and of the total pages. Okay, so we don't want to just type it, because then every page would say the same. We need to use a code in that spot so that it will increment to whatever the appropriate page number is. And then we're going to do the same thing, a code to give us the total number of pages. And this is often helpful in reports to make sure that people have the whole report. So it's page 1 of 10, 2 of 10, 3 of 10. The person knows there's 10 pages. Do I have all 10 pages, right? So that's good. And so like, okay, is this the end of the report? So having that kind of a page number is often helpful. So let's see how we do that. So I type the word page and hit a space. And then I want to go and put a page number in. So I'm going to come over here to page number. It's on my header and footer tools. Once again, hey, if you don't have this, it's because you're not in the header, right? You need to get in the header to see this. So page number, we're going to click down, and we want to say in the current position, where my cursor is, because we just tabbed over there and all that kind of stuff. So we're right there. And we just want a plain old number. So we're going to just click on that. So hey, there's page 1. If I look over here, it's page 2. I'm going to hit a space of space, right, just like I was typing it. And now what I want here is the total number of pages, which in this document would be 2, right? So that would not be something from page number, but rather you need to go to this document info, or you could do quick parts, either or. And then we're going to find field. This is what we want to get to, right? So from here, we need to kind of know that num pages, right? And as you move through here, there's going to be a description. So if you're not sure which one you're supposed to use, read the description at the bottom. But num pages would be the total number of pages in the document. And the format that we want to use, so it matches our one here, is the 1, 2, 3. But you could do, you know, letters, you could do Roman numerals, whatever. So we're going to go ahead and say OK. So now we have 1 of 2, and over here I have 2 of 2. Then I'm going to hit enter 2 times. God, I keep getting add after add. Okay, so 2 times to get 2 blank lines after the header. And then on this header and footer tools, I want to make sure that there is a check mark in the different first page. Because this is her title, we don't really need that up there. We're going to take that. It's going to disappear from page 1, but it's going to appear on page 2. And if there was a page 3, first of all, this number would change to 3, and then you would get this title on the top of page 3. All right, so we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and close this header. And this is the end of the pause and practice 2-2, right? 2-2. So I'm going to save this, and then I'll start the next movie at 2-3. All right, guys, thanks.